Wow, 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 wow. The great Adrian Wojnarowski with a Woj bomb just a few hours ago. In a stunner, Donovan Mitchell has been traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Utah Jazz got a legit big-time return for Donovan Mitchell. He's some pretty good players, unprotected picks, couple of pick swaps, and Sexton agreed to the sign and trade. Marketing could play. But let me tell you, that's a rebuild situation for Utah. What a deal for the Cavaliers. The Cleveland Cavaliers, Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell in the backcourt. Karis LeVert is a great player. I'm obsessed with Evan Mobley. Jared Allen, and a terrific rim protector. Let me tell you something. The upside for the Cleveland Cavaliers is to win the Eastern Conference. If I'm a fan of the Cleveland Cavaliers, I am thrilled. This is a terrific, sensational, unbelievable trade. They can now compete with anyone you throw at me, whether it's the Nets or the Celtics or the Bucks or the Miami Heat. This team right now in Cleveland is ready to win the Eastern Conference. And Donovan Mitchell was supposed to go to the Knicks. He was supposed to be on my basketball team. When this news broke, we were sitting in the CBS Sports Network newsroom, and I'm sitting there with my guy Malcolm and my guy Vin and my guy Drew, and we're all looking at each other. I couldn't form a sentence. Fold the franchise. Just pack it up, pack it in. It's over. It's over. So the Knicks have all of these picks. I'm already on record on Time to Shine. Trade 3, 4, 5, 6 first-round picks. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because Donovan Mitchell was a unicorn, a superstar, and a great player who wanted to be in New York. No player wants to be in New York playing for Jim Dolan, playing for the Knicks. These cats don't exist. Donovan Mitchell grew up in New York, wanted to be traded to the Knicks. He's always tweeting about the Mets. His dad works for the Mets, was going to be a rock star, and then you can deal with the Jalen Brunson contract. If you have R.J. Barrett and you have Jalen Brunson and Donovan Mitchell, you're on to something. The New York Knicks not giving up these picks. I would have given up 4, 5 first-rounders, Grimes, Toppin, a Patrick Ewing autograph, a Bernard King basketball, a picture of Willis Reed, the Statue of Liberty. How do you not get this done? Leon Rose is a failure of an executive. You had a ball player, a New Yorker, an all-star, dying to play for your team. You spent the whole offseason. Remember, the Knicks didn't pick in the first round. They got all these assets to go out and get Donovan Mitchell. You failed. You blew it. The Knicks make me sick. I don't know what was better, Serena Williams, the second-round win at the U.S. Open, or those epic answers after the upset special, the stunning victory. Another night, another reminder that Serena Williams is the GOAT, greatest tennis player of all time. And she's in the same breath as Tom Brady and Michael Jordan and Wayne Gretzky and Babe Ruth and Tiger Woods. What happened last night was unpredictable. I mean, I'd expect her to win. 40-year-old Serena Williams knocked off the 2 seed, Annette Kontaveit, and looked like the Serena of old, a thrilling, pulsating 3-set win. 11 aces on the night for Serena. She improved to an unbelievable 42-0 in the first and second round at the U.S. Open. 42-0. Serena's 108th win at the U.S. Open, most in the Open era. And I can appreciate the question from Mary Jo Fernandez after the match, where she asked her, did you expect this? And Serena's not wired that way. Of course, she expects it, but I didn't. No one did. That's why I gave the U.S. Open so much credit for celebrating Serena after she won in the first round, because she's playing the 2 seed. And by the way, Annette in that second set was tremendous. Remember, it was 7-6 in the first. Serena wins the tiebreaker. That ace to win it was just incredible in the first. And then Annette really caught fire. And in 36 minutes, she absolutely outlasted Serena and did an excellent job, made short work of of her in a second. Before Serena was vintage Serena Williams. She rode the wave of that crowd, and to me, there's nothing better in sports than when you have a certified legend, when you have a killer, and you have someone like Serena Williams at the end of their career, and she literally is going to retire when the U.S. Open is over, and they summon that greatness. Think Derek Jeter at the end, or Tiger Woods at Augusta, or Kobe Bryant in his final basketball game. That was a classic. She is the best. She's your GOAT's GOAT. That is why last night you love sports. What a baseball game last night. What a sporting event. What a time to be alive. The legendary Gary Cohen, I've said it before, say it again, my generation's Vin Scully, outstanding play-by-play voice for the Mets on SNY in New York, said it perfectly. That was the catch of the year in Major League Baseball. Are you kidding me? Brandon Nimmo robbing Justin Turner of a game-tying home run in the top of the seventh in a pulsating, thrilling, well-played baseball game that truly had it all. I was there last night. It was epic watching this in person. Catch of the year, Jacob deGrom doing his thing. The fastball was on fire, popping well over 100 on the gun. The strikeout to walk ratio, again, majestic. And look at deGrom this season. I just want you to study this. He has 55 strikeouts and 3 walks. He is, as Mookie Betts said, the best pitcher in baseball, bar none, with the best stuff. And deGrom was mesmerizing. Mookie hit a bomb. All the stars came to play. And Edwin Diaz was able to get the save. I mean, if you're a Mets fan, you got to love this. You got to love sports. You know, in prior years, if the Mets would have done something like Timmy Trumpet's going to play and he's going to perform, but of course the Mets have to have a lead, it would blow up in their face, right? And it would be a punchline. It would be a joke. There's something different and special about this Mets team. The atmosphere was great last night. The stars on display. I've said it before. I'll say it again. This is a harbinger of things to come for the NLCS. It's going to be the Dodgers and the Mets. Being live at that game last night, wow. That is why you love sports. Shout out some football on a Thursday. Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos are in agreement on a massive 5-year deal worth $245 million, $165 million guaranteed. Wow. Russell Wilson is worth every single penny. Russell Wilson is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Russell Wilson changes everything for the Denver Broncos in terms of quarterback play, in terms of accountability, in terms of leadership. And listen, he already has 2 years left on the existing contract, so he's going to be tied to the Broncos for the next 7 seasons. Obviously, Broncos fans know this team has just been atrocious and abysmal at the most important position in sports since Peyton Manning retired. And you look at this season and beyond, Russ, with these incredible young weapons, it's going to be fun, it's going to be special, it's going to be spicy, and you could color me, and I'm sure all of Bronco Nation, obsessed with Russell Wilson getting that contract. And listen, give the new owners a lot of credit. Give general manager George Payton a lot of credit. What a great day to be Russell Wilson, and a great day to be a fan of the Denver Broncos. With Russell Wilson signing that aforementioned megabuck deal today, a lot of people are wondering about the domino effects on Lamar Jackson, who remains without a contract extension as we approach the start of the season. And remember, he has a self-proclaimed deadline of the first game of the campaign. Now, you got to remember, this board, the Deshaun Watson contracts and the Russell Wilson deal is part of this, right? In terms of the guaranteed money, and Russ only got $165 million. The Deshaun Watson contract is an outlier. And Lamar Jackson is not going to get Deshaun Watson money. Now, can he get Russell Wilson money? I think if you're Lamar Jackson, you're the 2019 NFL MVP, you're healthy, you're the face of the franchise, you're an excellent player. I don't think that using the Russell Wilson contract or the Kyler Murray contract, I don't think that's unreasonable. I think Lamar Jackson can and will get that kind of cash, but if he still plans on using Deshaun Watson as a baseline for what he should get paid, simply put, it's not going to happen. He's going to play this year without a contract, and for an athletic quarterback, I would be very concerned. We are officially 1 week away from the start of football season, and Aaron Donald is squarely focused on Buffalo. The All-Pro talked to the Associated Press yesterday and downplayed the helmet swing from last week, pulling an Allen Iverson, saying it was just practice. And, you know, it was awful and it was grotesque, but he's right. And Donald has that singular focus on playing football and winning another Defensive Player of the Year and the Rams getting back to the Super Bowl. And you know my take on Aaron Donald, best defensive player who's ever played the game. And he's not worried about any discipline. Sean McVay is not going to keep him out for the Bills game against Josh Allen. He's going to have his hands full in terms of trying to stop Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo favored by 2.5 points for the ball game 1 week from tonight. You know I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills to win and cover. Awful news today for the Tennessee Titans as pass rusher Harold Landry reportedly suffered a torn ACL in practice yesterday. This is brutal. I feel terrible for Landry. I feel terrible for Tennessee. Landry had 12 sacks last season, and you know I was not going to pick Tennessee to make the playoffs anyway. I don't see how they can recover. Look, they traded A.J. Brown. Ryan Tannehill's still there. You know they're well coached and they're tough and they have a great defense, but Landry's such a huge part of that. Just devastating news for Landry and the Tennessee Titans. They are not making the playoffs this year. The Chargers added some depth at running back. I love this move. They signed veteran Sony Michel to an already loaded offense. I was surprised when Miami cut him. I know they have a couple other running backs that they like, but Sony Michel can play. And remember, you know, Brandon Staley, he understands what Sony Michel brings to the table, and you put him in a backup running back situation in Los Angeles with Justin Herbert, with Eckler, with Allen, with Williams. Listen, I think Buffalo is the team to beat when you look at the AFC. But you know, I think that the offense and the team, the quarterback, it's dreamy when you look at the Chargers. And I think Sony Michel is going to help the LA Chargers win the most competitive division ever, the AFC West in football, most competitive division we've ever seen. And I think we're looking at Bills, Chargers on Championship Sunday.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell for more videos.